Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Jerome Ashkenazi says, can Don give the percentage chance for each of these teams to make it as the 4th spot in the Premier League? Manchester United, Arsenal, Tottenham, West Ham and Leicester. OK, so Manchester United.
OK, I'm just going to keep this simple so I can try and get rid of this percentage malarkey. There's 4 teams in it and they've all got 25%. There you go.
Yeah, well
no, there's 5 teams in the question.
What? Man U, Arsenal, Spurs, West Ham, Leicester. 5 teams.
Leicester
all five teams have 25%.
No. 4 teams have got 25%. Leicester 0.
He actually answered that question.
All right.
He answered that question a week or 2 ago, Don, didn't you?
I did, mate. I did. Craig,
right.
Craig, what are you like Christmas time? Seriously, like Christmas Day, Boxing Day. Are you like proper Grinchy at home?
No, but then I'm not sat here with you. So it's like...
That's not very nice, is it, Don?
That's a bit... He loves me, really, Kay. He loves me, really. We used to work together every Monday, me and Craig, for about 4 years.
Was he always bringing the coffee and the donuts?
Sort of.
But
he used to have a go at my
cakes?
socks all the time. He used to have a go at my socks.
What was wrong with his socks?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. That was Premier League. Yeah, in the Premier League. Then I emigrated.
To get away from him.
Lucky us. Lucky us, Craig.
Get away from Don's socks. Don, what were your socks like?
They were just a bit colourful, just a little bit something different, like a little spotty sock or something. Nothing too mad. It was just, if me and Craig got in an argument about something, as we normally did, it was like, look at the state of his socks. How can you take him seriously? Look at the colour of his socks. He's got green socks with a blue suit.
Have you got socks on now, Don? Have you just got your slippers on at home?
Of course they have.
Are they jazzy ones?
Hang on. Oh, just blue. Just blue, look.
Oh, wow.
Maybe if you'd have worn them, you wouldn't have had a go at them.
Where are your calves?
There you go.
That's
What have you done with
boring.
your calves, Don?
There's no calf, Shaq. No calves.
Sold him.
Terry Phelan calves.
Frank, where do you stand on jazzy stocks?
No. For me, it's only blue if it's with the blue jeans. Otherwise, it's black or grey. It cannot be white. That's over. That's Michael Jackson's time. No color whatsoever. Strict.
Right, Craig, did you ever annoy someone on your team so much that they two-footed you in training?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
You can't remember? Did anyone ever two-foot you in training that you remember?
I don't know. I probably annoyed a lot of people, yeah. I would imagine.
No, can't remember.
Two-footed me.
All right.
Okay.
Shaka,
Yeah?
I hope you know this. How does it feel to be all over Manchester United's social media pages today?
Oh.
If you could go back and prevent Ronaldo from scoring that fateful day, would you? Yeah, just to let you know that Manchester United did post.
Are they?
Yes.
They post? Oh.
Yeah, and Dan Thomas, your lovely Dan Thomas, your work colleague here and friend for all those years.
Taking a day off.
He quote retweeted it just to let even more people see it.
He did.
Yeah, so how do you feel about that?
And he sent it to me. He sent it to me, Shaka. That's a shame.
You didn't even see it, did you?
No.
No, because you don't see it because he doesn't bother with stuff like that.
I'm to answer the question, I'm not at all bothered.
There you go. Shaka, is there one save you made that you'll never forget?
There's 2 that I remember. From Steve McManaman playing for Newcastle against Liverpool at St James's, and one Paul Merson playing for West Ham. When I was playing for West Ham, he was at Villa. We drew 0-0 that game, that's all I remember.
Did you ever celebrate a save?
No, I didn't do that.
You didn't. Did you ever feel like celebrating a save?
No, I never did that. I saved my celebrations for after.
Fair enough.
Keepers don't get to celebrate till the game's over.
Okay.
Because you're only judged on the mistakes, not the saves. So you have to wait for the game is over and you've not made any mistakes, and only then you can breathe out.
Only then is that okay. All right. Frank, was there any particular player who always performed against your side, regardless of what his form might have been against other opposition? So even if he wasn't that good against other teams, was there one that was always good against your team?
Not that I remember. I remember that maybe some people from Leicester would think that I was a bad player, but I always performed very well against Leicester. So I will reverse the question towards myself. But that's the only thing I can say now. Casey, what is his name? The player from Leicester, the striker, playing for England. I forgot his name. He was a striker. Emil Heskey. He had a very good record against Chelsea. I don't know. I think he was a decent player, so I wouldn't say he was a bad player. He was a decent player, but he had a hell of a record, I think, against Chelsea.
What about you, Shaka? Did that ever happen to any of your teams?
That's you don't remember, opponents who are in bad form and come up against you. To Craig's point, you more remember teams or grounds that you go to and you play well against.
I've not made a point.
Huh?
I didn't make a point.
To Frank's
Did I say Craig?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Frank.
You've included me in this conversation.
Sorry.
But I was trying not to be in this conversation. I'm not really feeling the questions today.
I'm sorry,
You're so important, Craig, to that show, so
Craig.
everybody's referring to you.
Yeah, it's to Frank's point. You remember teams that you like to go to or you play well against, not who's been in poor form and plays against you. Saying that, I've spoken about this. Matt Letizia had a field day against me every single time we played again. I just couldn't figure Matt Letizia out for the life of me. That's about as good as I can offer.
All right, Craig, sorry, the next one's for you.
Give Craig that other one too. Have the other one too, Craig.
For Craig, playing in the then relatively novel multicultural teams of Chelsea and Celtic, were there any foreign teammates who suffered major culture shock either on or off the field? Did teams make much effort to get the players acclimatised, or was it simply sink or swim?
No. I mean, my experience would be teammates. Most of my teammates went out their way to try and make foreign players from continental Europe and beyond comfortable. We had a big array of foreign players at Chelsea from Russia. Dimi was from Russia, couldn't speak a word when he first came in, and we obviously French, Italian, Dutch. Oh my God. At Celtic, one of the ones was
Nigerian.
Who was that?
Bakayoko, I'm sorry, he wasn't in your era.
Yeah, I was
sorry
gone.
Very much.
Yeah, shut up, Frank.
Yeah.
One of the French guys at Celtic cried at Christmas because he'd never seen a Christmas party like it. That the boys had organised. Not me.
So it's tears of joy?
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. He'd never,
wow.
And I presume the party in France, but he'd never had that camaraderie before. And he actually was crying, he couldn't believe it.
Oh, that's very nice. Frank, you had your hand up again.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I see you had your hand up again. This is interesting about, about a culture shock, foreign players coming into the Premier League.
I think our duty when you sign for an English club, in that case, is to try to settle down very quickly. So you have to be open-minded and accept what you see and the differences of everybody. I enjoyed every second of my time at Chelsea because I discovered cultures, Romanian with Dan Petrescu, Scottish with Craig Burley and Stevie Clark, for example, and so many others. And it was very entertaining in a way, interesting in another way, never bored. I enjoyed all the time with those guys.
Very nice. Don, I'll ask you this one. Why isn't Dusan Vlahovic getting talked about as much as Mbappe and Haaland this season? He has been on fire for Fiorentina.
He absolutely has, Kay. There's been loads of talk in the UK about Arsenal wanting to sign him, but his agents are like, no chance, he's better than Arsenal. He is some player. He's 6'4", 6'5". He plays like Haaland, where he bullies everyone. He doesn't respect anyone's reputations. He just goes against them. He can run. He's quick. He's got a fantastic in the air. He's got a rocket of a left foot and a right foot. He'll go somewhere. I don't know about January, but for sure in the summer. Juve might be big favourites, but I think there's a history between Fiorentina and selling to Juventus. But honestly, someone should take him. He'll cost a lot of money, but my word, I wouldn't say clone of Haaland, but very similar in their style.
He's been brilliant, hasn't he? OK, Don, percentage of Inter advancing past Liverpool?
Ooh. 40.
5.
40.
That sounded like 45.
It
All
did,
right.
actually. 40%.
This is one that includes Frank and Don, but nobody's asking you the question. We're asking Craig. Craig, who was a better teammate, Frank or Don?
Well, Don was only in the international stage. Late bloomer. Don was. Is that right, Don?
Oh, it is right. It is right, mate.
Late bloomer, and I don't think any of my teammates were. I didn't notice the good teammates. I just noticed the bad ones. Does that make sense?
And neither of those were the bad ones.
No. Apart from the fact Frank wouldn't shut up in the training ground every day.
And still hasn't. Still hasn't.
But everybody, you notice when a guy comes in to a club or an international setup, and you notice if he's a problem rather than if he's just a good guy that comes in and mixes in.
You see the name of the message? Who sent it?
What?
Riley, the
Look at
big
name
golden
on
doodle.
the top.
Oh yeah, I saw that the other day. Was it the same person the other day?
It has to be. Makes me laugh. Never mind.
There's some
always
very
be-
inventive names
Yes.
out there, right?
Look at the picture, Craig. I'm always on the top of Don. Always.
You can have it, Frank. You can have it. You can have it. If Frank, you can have it. I'm
Always
quite
on
humble.
the top.
I'm humble. If you want it, you can have it.
I'll shut up, lift your finger when you talk to me, and I love you.
Look at Frank getting all I'm a World Cup champion again.
Yeah.
Throwing his
Yeah,
weight
that's all.
around.
Always champion.
All right. Frank, with Monaco being an autonomous community without an international FIFA side, do Monegasque fans typically root for France at major tournaments? I'm interested in the relationship French and Monegasque fan bases have.
Oh, that's an intense question.
I don't have a clue. I guess they do, but I think they share also their love with Italy because they are in the border of Italy, between Italy and France. Most Monegasque speak both languages, but I would say that we have. There is a French tradition over there, and lots of Monegasque fans live in France, in fact. So I think that they support France when we have international games.
Okay. Don, another percentage question, sorry. Don, percentage chance you'd be an Olympic champion if you stuck with cross-country instead of soccer?
I always sort of say like I was across. I've got to stop saying it because what I meant was when I was a player, I was fit, so I could run. Percentage chance, no chance.
None.
No. When I thought I was really good when I was at school and I was doing all the different sort of lengths like 1,500 meters, mile, and I got a little bit longer going into cross country, and I was winning everything at school because you just sort of do when you're at school because you're fit and you like football and basketball and all the sports, so you think you're fit. And then I won my school and I went into county for the cross country county. My days, I was like,
Then you know how good you are.
Then you know, and I was trailing at the back, miles behind.
Don, you know what? We've all been there. Craig, you were a decent basketballer, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were.
Post about it every single opportunity he gets. He tells us about it. Oh, I'm surprised I play for Scotland, with under 15 basketball.
Under 15s.
Yeah, that's what I said. Under 15s.
It's fact.
I'm just saying. You remind us.
Did you ever play in
often.
your adulthood?
No.
You never go and do it in your spare time?
Oh, I hate it. I don't even watch it.
Really?
No, I don't. I really enjoy playing it.
But you Craig, you're too small to play basketball, no?
I'm 6'7".
Who would win on a 1v1
All right,
then?
you shrank.
Who would win on a 1v1? Shaka or Craig?
Actually,
Easy.
long story short, I was playing for the Scotland schoolboys football team, soccer, and the under 15 basketball at the same time, and I had to pick one or the other. So that's why I stopped playing. But we actually had a couple of guys at 14 years old, 15 years old, who were actually about 6'5", 6'6". I mean, huge. Wow. But at that age, I mean, it's just massive guys. I couldn't believe it. But I love playing basketball. I haven't played, yeah. I loved it at the time as a kid because the school that I went to was a big basketball school, so there was a long history of people played. I don't know if they still do that in the UK at the schools, if play it much as a sport, I'm not sure. But it was enjoyable. I just don't like, I don't like it now. I don't know. I don't watch basketball, I don't watch NBA or anything.
Who knows what could have been?
Formula One
in golf. You'd have been an NBA star.
Formula One in golf.
Formula One in golf.
And talking about retired players.
And talking about football, which he really loves doing. And thank you so much for your questions today. They weren't quite at Craig's level, but keep working at it. Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks to Frank, to Don, to Shaka and to Craig. And we will see you tomorrow for more of the same and hopefully some better questions.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.